Hi everybody, I'm Shiko. We just came from Suzuka, the Japanese Grand Prix. Generally, people are agreeing that it was a quali one race. This means that whichever position the drivers got during quali is what they retained in the race. There was no surprises, no edge of the seat excitement that we normally like on race day. But yeah, it was generally a good performance for Red Bull and Max. Max really is the kind of driver who tries to maximize when he can, and it seems he had the right car or the best setting or whatever they did to that Red Bull car this weekend, because he set a lap record. He got the pole, he won the pole position, he won the race, and yeah, so he maximized the weekend. Really a winner's mentality, where he doesn't have the fastest car but can really win a race. Not many drivers can do that, so hats off for him. Congratulations to him. Close second and third is the McLaren. They have the fastest car on the grid, and I don't know if there is much they could have done, but they couldn't overtake Max. And really, they normally say clean air is king, so he made sure his car is in front of the McLarens. They really couldn't pass him. Lando tried to do some funny silly thing, leaving the pit lane, but there's no way he could have gotten in front of Max there. We could all see it. He knew it, Max knew it. That's why he stuck to his lane and just came out in front and finished the race in front. Yeah, Piastri was P3. Not sure if he could have done better, but yeah, so we had a McLaren and Red Bull podium. Congratulations to them. The other thing I noticed is Kimi's performance. He did a really good race, and he has been doing a good race since Australia, so he might end up being Rookie of the Year. He's not loud, he's not arrogant, he's seems like a good driver, or rather he is a good driver. And it's really unbelievable that he came from not being sure about joining Formula One and joining Formula One and actually doing well. Of course, it's 3 races, but 3 races is a good indicator of how someone can drive, and he's really done well. In Suzuka in particular, he got some good points. He ended up getting a few records. He's the youngest driver to be a race leader. He's the youngest driver to get fastest lap. He really pushed in Suzuka, and he has 2 records to his name in Formula One. I think that's the start of a good Formula One career. And look at who he replaced at Mercedes. Yeah, it's a big shoes to fill, and I think every day he works hard to do that, and of course be his own driver, but also just try to do justice for the position he filled in Mercedes. I mean, wins or rather gets points in his first 3 races. The only other driver to do that is the driver he has replaced in Mercedes, that is Lewis. And it's good actually to see him do well. Haja also did well. Coming from DNF in Australia, yeah, and someone at Red Bull calling his disappointment an embarrassment. I think there was nothing embarrassing about his performance in Suzuka. He looks like a good driver. I wish him the best, and really all the rookies are trying. Olive Behrman is also doing a good job. Most of the rookies are in teams that really don't have a fast car, so their performance really, we cannot gauge their driving excellence with that, but they're really trying. Staying on track, finishing the race is a plus. When they get a chance, they do well, and they're always joking with each other. They're always making these funny comments, and it's good that they're not losing their character and their selves in F1. They are being themselves. They are bringing in their energy. They are bringing in their youthfulness. Most of them are young, and we are enjoying having them. Yeah, it's the future of Formula One lies with the young people. So anytime there's a chance for a young person to join Formula One, it's always welcome. So they have a long journey ahead, but they have the right mentality, and we can't wait to see where they end up. The other thing really of note is McLaren need to decide when it comes to push and shove, when it comes to making the hard choice. Which driver are they going to push to be number one? The reason I'm saying this is they won the Constructors' Champion after the longest time. They have not won the Drivers' Championship for also a really long time. And they need to do that. But to do that, you really have to have a number one driver. And a number one driver means if hard decision has to be made, and only one driver can come out in front, which driver are they going to pick? Lando has been with them for longer. They might have a tendency to pick him, but Piastri is also a good driver. So whichever choice they make, they really need to make it early on in the season, so that we don't have a replay of last year. You can see Red Bull has an edge on them because it doesn't matter what happens in a race, Max is given priority. He has to come out in front. It doesn't matter who the number 2 driver is. It doesn't matter if the sister companies are quicker or what. They all have one goal, and that is to help Max to cross the line number 1. It gives them an edge in the drivers championship. So McLaren have hard choices to make, and we have to see how it plays out. They have the fastest car. It will be a shame to waste that, because form is temporary. They might not have the fastest car next year. They need to get that drivers championship. My team Ferrari, we finished P4 with Charles, P7 with Lewis. We have to give it up to them. It's a better weekend from last weekend. We got disqualified, came out of the race with no points. Not the fault of the drivers, but nobody really knew if we are getting points until we finished the race, and there was no communication from the FIA about disqualifications. But it's heartbreaking that you finish a race and you don't get points. It means it was a whole race lost, no chance of getting that back again. That race is gone, those points are lost, and the team needs to have their heads down. We could do better. We need to do better. So team, let's have our heads down. Let's figure out where we can get that pace. Let's figure out how we can maximize our weekend. Let's all come together and figure out how we can turn this around. Only 3 races, but we need to put our act together. As fans, we are always cheering you on. Just a mention, the pit crew has been doing a good job. They have been getting our drivers out on track really quicker than all of the other teams, and they need to keep that up. The rest of the team, we need to have our heads down. Everyone is really working hard. The fans are also working hard to cheer you on, to support you every weekend. We just need to get the car to where we want it. We just need to get our performance to where we want it. We are far from there, and as you can see, the pace of the car is really worrying, because Charles came out P4 and he could literally not even see the Piastri. He couldn't see the number 3 driver. So it means our car is really slow, and I don't know, we need to do something before the season gets out of hand. So Ferrari, heads down. Charles, Hamilton, the whole team, heads down. Let's get to where we want to be. Let's get to where we deserve, and let's do all we can to maximize on every weekend. Yeah, Forza Ferrari, Forza Hamilton, Forza Leclerc. Bahrain is up next. Yeah, it's race week again. It's triple header season. This is the second race of the triple header, and it's in Bahrain. So fingers crossed for a Ferrari podium. Fingers crossed for a Ferrari win. Fingers crossed for an overall entertaining weekend. It's still early in the season. We can't rule out any driver yet. The season is still young, but as it seems, the Drivers' Championship will be a tight race. Max is already catching up with Lando, and Max has that winner's mentality where he will really maximize on a weekend if he gets a perfect weekend. So he has that edge that most drivers don't have, and so we had ruled him out in the first two races because their car doesn't have the pace. But as we saw in Suzuka, Max is willing to do anything to get an edge to win another drivers' championship. I think he's not had enough. So we are only seeing the first of many races that he's willing to do at most anything and everything to win. And good for him, because you compete to win. So yeah, so if he wins, well done to him. But let's see what the season brings. Let's see how the next two races will pan out, and all the best to all the drivers, all the best to all the teams. Enjoy your week. I'm Shiko. God bless.